Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this morning's week ahead video. Simply that, looking at the week ahead, what opportunities are setting up, seeing where we are in the market makers pattern, Harmonics we can identify. And obviously, as we're coming into the last week of the trading year, it's been a devastatingly quiet December. And you just have to deal with what the market gives you. You know, you can't try and squeeze extra trades out that don't really exist. Some of those, 50-50, are they, aren't they? You just can't go down that road because it does erode your confidence. However, I digress. Risk warning. Trading is risky, be under no illusions, in particular margin-based products that let you get exposure to the FX markets. A bit of a contradiction. Synergy is authorized by the Financial Conduct Authority. However, trade signals aren't considered a regulated activity in the sense that the recommendations to you aren't a personal recommendation, and therefore you aren't getting the protection you may think you have, such as being able to complain to the ombudsman and also getting compensation. So just make sure you understand that before entering any trades, and the trades are done at your own risk. And that's it. So let's have a look. So last week was a mixed bag, no losses. We had 4 trades sent out. I cut 3 of them. Sod's Law has it they all kick on afterwards, but it's a good example to you of how to, on a very elementary level, manage your risk. Seriously, if you've got a position open and you have big news coming up, that's definitely going to move the position either in your favor or not. It's best to step aside. Just from my experience, it's just best to step aside. But nevertheless, we're on the coattails of the market makers and we're following their every move. When they move, we move. And that's the only way to be. So let's start. First up, AUD CAD. So we were in AUD CAD round here, and this was the new spike. So I think this gave 15, but we were out at equal evens. So on this, very difficult to put into context what's actually going on. If you care to notice what's happening here, there's a big fat letter W and a break of its structure, and a break and a retest. The other thing you need to be aware of with trading is, even though you see this W here, the word fractal is super important. Fractal, what it means is seeing the same picture zoomed up, the same picture zoomed out. So look here, here's a big W, the whole thing, and it's also breaking and retesting. Ultimately, this whole passage of play is a consolidation zone. Now, where is that consolidation zone? It's the second consolidation zone. Because if you can just see what I'm drawing here, it should start. If you can remember back when you were a kid and you had the magic eye, little, look at ancient Egypt thing going on. You had to go boss-eyed, stare at it with your nose, walk backwards, and then all of a sudden this image pops out to you. It's the same thing with trading. This is all you're looking for. This is it. This is all I'm looking for anyway. You can see 1, 2, 3, consolidate. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3. All I'm trying to say is the chaos of the charts can be put into order by knowing how to identify the market maker's pattern. I'm just going to draw it. Boy, the market maker's pattern is this. Now, this segment here is fractal. Look, it's here. W, 1, 2, 3, M. But at the same time, it's massive as well. Try and get this into your head. Please get this into your head. This double bottom is also the pattern. 1, 2. What do we expect next, guys? What do we expect next? What do we expect next? We expect the third move up. And yeah, that's what we expect. So I'm going to delete all that. Look at it again from this perspective. We are trading off the targeted entry, which is the 50-year MA. This is absolute gold for next week. Let me just switch that off. Keep that in mind, what I just showed you. GBP AUD, same thing. Level 1, level 2. Expecting higher prices. We're in the middle of the zone. Pass. CAD CHF, what are you saying? Let's have a look. So CAD CHF is an amazing harmonic. We're looking at this from a harmonic perspective. It's absolutely incredible. Let me zoom in so you can see the full. So this length here AB. Have a look at the previous videos. There's a few online on my YouTube channel. This length AB is equal to CD exactly, and we're moving away. Note also the market maker pattern in this harmonic. Level 1, level 2 up, level 1, level 2 down, with an extended level 3 down. So if we go back to a normal time frame and view this, start on the, is that the daily? Fair enough, that's the daily. So this is the peak formation. After we've seen 1, 2, and then lower lows and lower highs, sort of curving out. Trading off the previous low, we expect higher prices. It's a little bit premature to look at it from a market cycle entry, but certainly Harmonics, it's on. GBP, JPY. So this is starting to stall at the top. Notice the market maker's pattern is complete. Level 1, 2, and 3. Here's the W thing. W, 1, 2, 3. Pass. It's not the prettiest. It's not also going to look textbook, because otherwise everyone will be making money. Euro GBP. We are long this. We are long this, and we can see a Gartley pattern here. X, A, B, C, D. This should be up to here at some point. So there's going to be some sort of bullish direction. You can see from what I showed you on the first pair, the market maker's pattern. Level 1, level 2, and we are expecting price to get up here. There's no doubt about that. So we've got a W pattern that's extended. Look, you had a 1, 2, 3, and instead of having in the, and I just said a minute ago, it's not always going to be perfect. You've got the W here, you've got the 1, 2, 3, and rather than a consolidation being here, they've gone and done a trap in the direction of the trend, and this is a false move against the trend. Notice this at the beginning of the month. Traps and false moves are at the beginning of the month. This was at the beginning of November. This is at the beginning of December. Trap, false, real. So we are waiting on this one to give us more. So we've got a day of drop, second day of drop. It could give us a retest of the low on Monday. We'll wait and see. Euro USD, what are you saying? This guy is level 1 rise, so we're expecting higher prices. I'm not sure where my bottom half of consolidation has got. No, it doesn't want me to. Oh God, my copy button isn't working anymore. It's really annoying. Okay. So let me just amend all of this. Bear with me. So this guy's in level 1 consolidation. So we're chopping around in level 1 consolidation. Notice that thing I showed you on the first page. There's the W, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. It's never going to look super pretty. You just have to do thousands and 10,000s of hours to be able to know what you're looking for, basically. There's no substitute for being shown something and then applying your own way of doing it. Again, notice the W, 1, 2, 3 to the high. Consolidation. We want to see a break of this consolidation to get in. It's the middle of the range. So at the minute, price is being governed. We have had 3 days of rise. Market must chop or drop. Yeah, we just need to see internal structure broken. I'll keep it up for interest. Euro JPY, passing on that immediately because it's going to be like the others in the peak. Trying to break down. Level 1, level 2, we're in the peak. This is going to be a heavy move down. And that's only going to add more fuel to the equity explosion higher. Targeted entry would be off the 50, so we'll wait and see. Pass, not trading there. GBP CHF. So we can see level 1 consolidation on the higher time frame. Level 1 consolidation. Notice the red harmonics, yellow ABCD to a low. We've hit that ABCD to the low and then moved away aggressively with 3 weeks of rise. Notice the W trying to start. So we're looking for that break of the structure, which it looks like it's been trying to do. I've been trying to get into this for a while. But notice the W, break, retest. So any close above here, we're in on Monday. Enter DJPY, not touching it. 2 weeks of drop, expect a third. Lovely lower lows and lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. But that is 2 weeks of drop, we expect a third. And that drop would potentially be, well, if you look at this, you can see level 1, level 2, and a peak formation, a very small one so far, but hugging the 50. We're below the 50 at the minute. Anything below here, this will be needed to look at again. AUD USD, really pushing the max on the harmonics. But you know, you can't cheat this stuff. It's real, and no, you can't copy again. It's real, and if what I was trying to do is copy that and overlay it here, different areas of the market where you can see that harmonic featuring. So ultimately, we've got the peak formation where M is. You've got first level, second level. Notice what we're doing in this level. We're making lower lows and lower highs all the way. So we're expecting price to come down to the previous peak. We're looking for shorts. It's not giving it to us yet. We need to be patient and wait for our charts. We need to see a break of structure. Look like it was happening here. I mean, this is quite nice as it is. You've got a break. One. If it gives us two and a close below there, that'll be good night. And I'll be looking for that. Gold, let's have a look at you. So gold off the targeted entry, level 2 rise. You can see level 1 there. You can see level 2 here. Remember the thing I showed you at the first start of the video? You got the W, 1, 2, 3, expecting 3, look. W, 1, 2, expecting the 3. So how am I going to get into this? Let's have a look. Is there any continuation or sequence? We have no, not really. It's not that clear, the price action, if I'm perfectly honest with you. It'd have to be it's going to be a close above here. This is push 1, and we're looking for a move. We want to get hold of push 2. Keep it up, because it's quite nice. Euro NZD, beast. Looking for longs, difficult to get in long. Harmonic so far is holding up like a boss. You've got the pattern playing out nicely. Remember the pattern I showed you at the start of the video? W, 1, 2, 3 to consolidate. And at the moment, we're in level 1, level 2, consolidation. And we expect a peak. And we expect price to go to the previous peak, which is all the way up here. Much like AUD USD, previous peak. Much like Euro GBP, previous peak. So that's how we're thinking here. Let's keep moving on. AUD CHF, difficult to know what it wants to do. We took this long in the premium group, got a nice 100 pips out of it. And if we have a look on the daily, it's a little bit uncertain, but it's trying to, I mean, it's got me, all I can go off is the knowledge I have, you know, to try and build a case to do something. So the first thing I can see is the previous peaks here and what price is here. Normally price would test this. Sometimes not, but normally. Market makers pattern, as I can see, is complete on the way up, and I can see on the way down, I can see one level and I can see 2 levels of consolidation, and I can also see lower lows and lower highs. So the contentious thing for me is there's normally 3 pushes to a level. Look here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we have this here, 1, 2, 3. Now that looks like a W, but the thing that's freaking me out a bit is this is a break and a retest, and this is 1, this is 2, and then we are going to get 3. So it's a real, you know, there's a lot of longs here. That's all I can tell you is a lot of long, because there's harmonic bullish guard there. So a lot are long here. And at the minute, the way price is sort of shaping up with this thing developing, just makes me smell a little bit of bullishness. But the fact that we aren't making or breaking this high, if we break this high, then it is on. But it's all about this high, so I'm not going to engage there, pass. Euro AUD, Mr. Gartley, completed nearly the harmonic red. This is level 2 consolidation. Looking for high prices, there is potential A, B, C, D playing out here. Is there anything for us for next week? Let me have a look. Let me see. So you've got a weaker drop, second weaker drop, third weaker drop, and then consolidate. I think what you're going to see on this one, is, so with this particular one, how's it shaping up? Because I did see something I wanted to show in. I mean, here you can see the 1, 2, 3 consolidate. I think that this could come a bit more lower, so I'm going to pass on that for now. Euro CHF, this is another one toying with me. This one I really want to get involved in. If we look at the market makers, a huge footprint they've left behind. Look, level 1, level 2, and peak formation double bottom. Let's go to this page. So we can see here that we've got 3 years of drop. Doesn't mean the market needs to complete that. Has it actually tapped a new low for the year? I think it has. This little one down here, I mean, how do I get information on that? How can I get information on that? Let me go to here. So we have made 3 years of drop. This is huge. This is huge. We've completed 3 years of drop. 3 years of drop. After 3 years of drop, the market cannot go lower, as in close lower for another year. It can dip lower, but it won't close. This is massive for us. There's a huge ABCD pattern. Let me just get the perspective back. Where did I see it? So there's a huge ABCD pattern going on. How can I shrink the page to show you? So the ABCD pattern is from there to there. But the only issue I've got is I can't copy it again. But I will drag it from here to here. So we've completed an ABCD pattern, chopping around the entry point of it, a yearly one. Price is only going to push up from here for me now. I'm trying to get in. We've had 3 clear hits to the low. This is another double bottom, lower lows and lower highs. But we're starting to make structure. High, 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 low, high, 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 low. That's what you want to see. Look at this structure being built. Structure, these are all red candles. We should get up there somehow. This is all great structure. Now, I've wanted to get into this one quite a bit this week. We had 1, 2, no 3, but the 3 was here. That would have caught your stop because it already had done 1, 2, 3. So I did look again here. I saw high, 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 low, high, 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 low. Okay, that was a second pushed up structure, but we didn't get a nice close above the bodies. It was a half-hearted close and a rush candle, but it's still 1, 2, 3. Notice the green 1, 2, 3s. We also had 3 days of rise. So we had rise, rise with a rise drop. So that means that we're expected to rise this week, and it's one for consideration. So GBP USD making high highs and high lows in level 1. We expect higher prices. Is there anything for us, any sequence for us next week? There isn't from that perspective. We had a day of rise, second day of rise, and we had a rise drop, so potentially bullish. Nearly there. A few more to go. Loads more to go. USD JPY passing because the pattern can be seen and it's in a peak formation. USD CHF pattern can be seen, level 1, level 2. We were pretty convinced about this one long, but I mean, it has performed. It's given us some profit from here to here. Moderate, I think it came to 60 pips max. But the pattern complete, level 1, level 2, peak formation. Looks like we're going to come to the previous low. Makes sense. 1, 2, 3. Shorts will be induced on this close. So we'll see how that holds up. Now, NZD-USD also sent this to the premium group. They were in this last week on this ABCD. Back to the high. Harmonics have definitely completed here. If we just use the body of the candles, we're complete. You know, so much like AUD USD, it looks like we want to head lower, but this pattern has a different configuration. This pattern isn't as bearish. Level 1, level 2 is clear. And then we have level 1 with an extended move below level 1, which is also a Gartley X, A, B, C, D. At the same time, there's lower lows and lower highs traders are seeing. Traders will be seeing short here. Clever traders will also be seeing long on the Gartleys. It's all in a channel. There's channel traders as well. There's traders looking at bounces off the 200 EMA. There's a lot going on here. My hunch, I haven't really got a hunch here. The fact that I'm just seeing this structure feature in the markets, I'm probably erring on the side of weakness initially on here. Because even though we closed here, we'll have to keep an eye, obviously, but I'm not going to get sucked in. ADJPY, peak formation pass, EuroCAD, This was a beautiful trade. Again, this is one of the ones I cut. But we saw everything we need to see. We saw the breaker structure here of this structure. We saw the W, remember? 1, 2, 3. So we took this trade here. I got freaked out by this wick because of it was heavy news at the time. But we were trading in line with the market makers. Look, it was a 1, a 2, and it gave us a third. It was beautiful, one of the best. And I just hope some of you enjoyed that because, you know, I bottled it ultimately, but for a good reason. Mustn't call it bottle. It feels like bottling it because it's disappointing to see something rally afterwards. But if you put it into context, you're actually controlling your risk, preserving your capital. There's always another trade. USD CAD coming off. This is counter trend move lower. Get rid of these things. So notice we have here level 1, level 2. It's really clear. I hope you can agree that's pretty clear. We've got the previous peak up here, so we know price wants to get up there. It's a, I mean, I can't see any other consolidation zones apart from this one and this one. So I know where we are. I know we shouldn't be looking for shorts, that's for sure. What can I see? What can we glean? We just clear it all up a little bit, first of all. What can we glean from here? Is there any secrets that it wants to give us? Okay, let's see what we have. So the tip, what we needed a targeted entry above the 50, a bounce and a break. This looks like it's broken this area, but it hasn't because we're still contained within this wick. So this is simply a retest of this low. You can see it as a break and a retest, really, an extended retest to try and really shake the tree out. Please also note that we broke this structure and we haven't retested it till now. Remember, it's always a break and a retest. We gave it a bit of a test on the wick here, but we properly come down in 3 waves to test that. And notice the 3 red candles as well. That's going to be important. In terms of, can I see anything? Again, you can see the 3 waves. 1, 2, 3. This is all red candles as well, so that'll be fast moves. This is where we want to see something. We had 3 days of drop as well. That's stunning. We want to see, this is a real shaper for next week. Something above here, and we're in. CHFJPY, pass, peak formation. AUD, NZD, it's a beautiful Gartley that we took long, even though it's counter trend because the trend is lower, level 1 drop. And lastly, CAT JPY, it's in a peak formation, and we're just waiting for price to show us some action that we can recognize. So there we are. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hope to get some good signals out next week, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.